Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to share with you my review of the book that I just read called Fearless by Eric Blehm. It recounts the story of a Navy SEAL by the name of Adam Brown. And I know a lot of times as a pastor, we tend to gravitate towards books that are more theological in nature, or certainly ones that have maybe somebody's name on the cover that's a little bit more recognizable in Christendom. But I would encourage you, Pastor, please don't pass by this book because it appears on the cover to be a war story. As the cliche goes, and it is a true one, that you cannot judge a book by its cover. And so, although figured prominently on the cover of this book is Navy SEAL Adam Brown, I want you to know how much I got out of this story in several different areas. The first thing that I thought was very informative for me was Adam Brown's history early on in his young adulthood of his exposure to drugs and then his addiction to drugs. And there was involvement from his parents and from his friends and from his girlfriend, and then later on the woman who became his wife, and also from a wonderful organization called Teen Challenge. And I think one of the things that's very helpful to notice in this is that Adam was able to overcome this addiction, but there wasn't just one thing that led to that victory. In fact, it was an ongoing battle through most of his life. I think that sometimes in church circles we have a tendency to say, well, if we just pray and if you have enough faith, that everything will be taken care of. But this really showed the tough love of some family members, the intervention of some friends, and then the help of an organization like Teen Challenge as well. It's very helpful to see all of that, and I think that you'll be benefited by it as well. The other thing that really helped me as a pastor too was knowing how to minister to the family members of those who have loved ones that are serving in our armed forces. There's a lot of unknown of what's going on with them. They're not able to, a lot of times, communicate on a regular basis. And so, knowing how to support family members that are here behind while their loved one is serving. But the other thing that was very helpful as well is to see how the transition took place when a soldier comes back from his service and now has to reintegrate back into family life. He has to go from a wartime mentality back to a peacetime mentality. And that changing of the gears can be rather difficult. And so it was very helpful for me to be able to see how the Brown family dealt with that and the kind of help that they could have used so that I know as a pastor how to support people in my community as well. So I strongly, highly recommend this book. Pastors, please don't turn away from it because it appears to be a story about a Navy SEAL. It is that story, but buried within that story and very prominent throughout that story are some great themes of redemption and family and forgiveness and new beginnings. And I think that you will find it very informative. So I highly recommend it. I hope you have a chance to pick it up and to read it and to use the principles there. We'll see you soon.